One of the easiest, quickest, and yummiest donuts that you can make at home from scratch are churros or Spanish donuts. And they use really basic ingredients. You'll definitely be able to whip them up at home. So I've got 1.5 cups of boiling water on the stove top already. I'm going to take that off the heat. I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of olive oil. Just give that a little bit of a stir through. And I've got about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Just add that into the flour. And then 2 cups of plain flour that I've already sifted. I'm going to add this in. And then give the mixture a really good stir using a wooden spoon. You're just looking for the dough to come off the sides of the saucepan. It might seem a little bit gluey and sticky, but that's the consistency that you want it at. It's coming off cleanly off the edges. And now I'm going to pop the dough into the electric mixer. And the electric mixer is fitted with a paddle attachment. And on a medium to high speed, I'm going to mix the dough for around about 3 to 4 minutes. So this has been mixing for around about 4 minutes, and it's really a little bit sticky. It should be sticky and kind of wet. Now I've got a fabric piping bag and it's fitted with a star nozzle. Now place the dough in. It is important with this recipe to have a strong piping bag. This is ready to rest for around about 20 minutes. So I'm just going to pop it there. In the meantime, I'm going to put about 2 litres of vegetable oil in a large saucepan on the stove top and get it to around about 170 to 180 to cook the churros. Also just going to mix in around about a cup of caster sugar and a few teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Now I'm going to roll the churros in this mixture once it's cooked through, just for a bit of extra yumminess and naughtiness. The dough's been resting for 20 minutes. I'm now just going to check on the temperature of the oil and cook the churros. To test if the oil's ready, I like to use the wooden chopstick method, which might seem a little bit funny, but you place a wooden chopstick into the oil, and then if bubbles appear around the surface of the wood, which is happening now, it's ready, it's hot enough. It's about 170 to 180. If it bubbles up immediately as you put in the chopstick, it's probably going to be too hot. All right. Now, get your piping bag ready. Just keep it nice and firm and in the palm of your hand so that you can squeeze it out. I'm going to pipe in length straight into the oil. We just push out the dough using all your strength. Now, depending on how long you want your churros, it's up to you. Now, have a pair of scissors on hand. I'm just going to cut that off, and the dough is going to go straight in there. You can cook around 3 or 4 churros at a time. It's really important that your oil isn't too hot or else you won't cook the dough through inside the churros. So this is cooking really nicely. There's a really nice golden color, and it should take around 4 to 5 minutes for each churros to cook. I'm going to remove them with some tongs, and I've just got some absorbent paper towel ready just to soak up any of that excess oil. And then working quite quickly, I'm going to roll the churros in my mixture of sugar and cinnamon. Just gently roll each churros in the sugar. It's good to get a nice thick coating, I think. The churros are best served quite quickly after cooking them so that they're still warm and crunchy. Now, I love serving these churros with some melted chocolate, like dark chocolate with maybe even a little bit of ground chili added, or white chocolate, or if you prefer, just milk chocolate. Now these churros are really decadent and they make for a very yummy, extra indulgent treat.